What I'm about to say is perhaps the most personal information I've posted about myself online, but I'm only making this video for educational purposes. Now, I can't remember how old I was, but then again, this is a story of how I lost my virginity. But it's also a story about self-validation and confidence. Just stay with me. I'm not going to mention the year, but many years ago, when I was a boy, I had these friends because every on weekends, the guardians, my parents, they would, travel and then we'd be left alone and stuff. And then I had some free time. So every weekend, I would, go out to these guys in the neighborhood and we would do things. We would drink. I got initiated into drinking and playing football and just doing stuff. But the most outstanding thing that they did to me and around me was talking about women and talking about the sexual escapades that they had with women. I'm talking about 10-year-olds here. I'm talking about 9-year-olds, 12-year-olds, 13-year-olds, right? I'm talking about young teenagers. And every time they made this, they talked about the sexual escapades. I would be at the center of it, all right? I would be the one talking more, sharing stories more. And guess what? All of those stories that I shared were fake. But I couldn't afford to let them see me as someone not exposed in that regard. I couldn't afford to not belong. I couldn't afford to let them know that, man, I was still a virgin at the time. I wanted to belong. I needed this sense of validation, not from home, but from the streets. And so one day, I had some money on me. And then I took myself to, at the time, the most popular brothel in town because it was just adjacent to a Salvation Army church. They dubbed it Salvation Army, so you could just ask around and then they'd direct you. So I went there and I paid a whore and I got laid, right? I got laid. I told her firsthand, look, I'm a virgin and stuff. And then she didn't believe, but I'm not even going into the details. But the moment after I did that, I got laid the first time, I felt it literally that something left me. And this is not even a joke. I felt something leave me. And I felt a bit of emptiness at that time. And I regretted, there was a sharp regret. Why would I do this? But guess what? I just wanted to feel true to myself every time I would be with the guys and talk about sex. I just wanted to feel like I'm not lying because every time I'm with them and I'm talking about these things, it was all a lie. I never even had a girlfriend before then. All right. So I wanted to belong in word and in truth and in deed. And that's why I did that. Okay. So this is a message, right, to parents out there. All right, to pay attention, especially to the boy child. There's so much attention given to the girl child that sometimes I feel like the boy child has been neglected in many ways, right? The boy child is expected to be a man, be a man. But how exactly is he going to be a man? So we need to pay more attention. Teach your boy that he is okay. He is confident enough, that he is just enough. There is nothing out there on the streets. Tell him that this is how God created him, and he's smart enough, he's handsome enough, he's intelligent enough, and one day he's going to make a good husband to a beautiful wife. Make him understand that. Otherwise, he's going to look out the guy on the streets there, and he'll want to be a senior man, just like the senior man on the streets. That's what happened to me. And this is a very personal story. I shared it with the people with me in my studio, and they thought they had reservations about my sharing this to the public. But I thought, no, I chose this path of becoming an artist. But to me, between me and y'all, I don't just want to bring music your way. I want to bring more than music. I want to bring value. Even when I'm singing it, I want to bring so much value to you. I want to bring truth. to you. That's why all of my songs so far are non-fictional, from God I Beg to Daily Bread. There's nothing in those songs that I haven't personally experienced. And I pray that by this, God will deliver any young boy or adult male out there that is looking for validation outside of where he should be looking at it from. It is from within, and you need God to be within you so that you know that you're not alone in this life. As you listen to me right now, may the Lord come through to you and help you. Amen. Thanks for watching.